Well, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. Okay, thank you so much for giving me a chance to present our lesson today. But before that, let's begin our discussion by reciting Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay. Before we continue to our lesson, let you know about something that all the people must understand about structure of language, because every day they always have communication and interaction with other. So you have to know how the way to use it in a good communication. Okay, the function why we study about language, that we have to know about the thoughts and feeling of the people. If we don't know how the way to have communication, so we can't have interaction with other. Okay, now we're gonna tell you about what is morpheme and type of morphemes. But before that, you have to know the some units of morpheme. Jadi ada beberapa yang harus dijelaskan sebelum morpheme. The first is about word. Word itu merupakan kata yang memiliki makna atau arti tanpa kata bantuan yang lainnya, tanpa imbuhan. Jadi dia itu sudah memiliki arti tersendiri. For the example, eat, drink, bring, I, you, they, we, and etc. So many. Oke, jadi meskipun tanpa bantuan, dia sudah bisa berdiri sendiri, independent, like that. Second is morph. Morph is word segment represent one of morpheme. There are sound and then writing. Jadi word itu merupakan segmen kata yang mewakili satu morpheme dari suara maupun writing, like that. And then the third is morpheme. Morpheme itu merupakan satuan unit bahasa terkecil dan tidak bisa dibagi-bagi. For the example, happy. Happy itu merupakan satu kata dan memiliki satu morpheme. Nah, the second is unhappy. Unhappy itu merupakan satu kata dan memiliki dua morpheme, yaitu un and then happy. Okay. And then for the next is there are type of morpheme. Okay, for the next, I give to Mbak Evi as the next presenter. Time is yours.
Here I will tell you the type of morphemes. So there are two types of morpheme. The first is free morpheme. It is a morpheme that has individual meaning and it can be formed independently. So there are two types of this morpheme. The first is lexical morphemes and the second is grammatical or functional morphemes. So lexical morpheme is a morpheme that has lexical meaning and is independently meaningful. This morpheme is include as noun, adjective, and verb. For the example is make, book, happy, and etc. The next is grammatical or functional morphemes. This morpheme consists of a functional word in a language such as preposition, conjunction, pronoun, and etc. For the example is I, you, and, but, on, and etc. So the next is bound morphemes. This morpheme is a morpheme that doesn't have any independent meaning and it can be formed with the help of free morpheme. So there are two types of this morpheme. The first is bound roots and the second is affix. Bone roots is a morpheme that has lexical meaning if they are included in other of bone morpheme. Okay, so the next is affix. Affix is a morpheme that naturally attached to the other words and used to change the meaning or the function or both of them. There are 5 subtypes of this morpheme. They are prefix, suffix, infix, derivational morpheme, and inflectional morpheme. Here you can see the chart of type morphemes. So the next is I will tell you the types of affix. So the first is prefix. Prefix is a letter or a group of letters that attach in the beginning of the word. Here you can see the example. For the first is this with the meaning not. If you attach it with appear that have meaning muncul, it becomes disappear or menghilang. The next example is co. If you attach it with pilot, it becomes co-pilot. The next is auto. If you attach it with pilot, it becomes autopilot. The next affix is suffix. Suffix is a letter or a group of letters that attach in the end of the word. As you can see here, man with the meaning condition of. If you attach it with argue, it becomes argument. For the next is ness with the meaning state of being. If you attach it with heavy, it becomes heaviness. The next affix is infix. Infix is an affix that's inserted into the root itself. So as you can see here, the example, kangaroo, if you put bloody in the middle of the kangaroo, it becomes kanga bloody roo. For the next example is impossible. If you attach it with fucking, it becomes fucking possible. The next is inflectional morphemes. This morpheme doesn't change either the function of the word or the meaning of the word. For the example is cool. Cooler, if you know that cooler is cool with morpheme er. And then cats is cat with the morpheme s. The meaning itself, it's still cool, it's still cat. Even if you put er and s in the end of the word. Okay, so the next is derivational morpheme. This morpheme exchange the root class of the word or the meaning of the word or both of them. Here the example. Drum as a noun, if you put er in the end, it becomes drummer. But the function is become different. It becomes pronoun. For the next example is clean with clean. It doesn't have any change of word, but the function of the word is different. The first clean is verb, yang artinya membersihkan, but the next clean is adjective, with the meaning bersih. It's different. As you can see here in the example, Rudy cleans my room, with the room is clean. The first clean here, it's become verb, and the second clean here, it's become adjective. Thank you for listening, and that's all from us. I hope you can take the benefit from this presentation. Thank you and see you.